Sorry, y'all, with all of that. I was just trying to get my mic situated. Okay. I don't know how to pin comments on here yet, but this is my Cash App if you would like to donate. Any point in time you would like to send a donation, this is my Cash App, Ivyblossum. Okay. Boom. All right, y'all. Authentically me, authentically you. You forever bloom. Welcome back to my channel, Just a Messenger 828. Hi, my blossoms. Um, I have I invested in some new cards, not just the index cards, like actual cards. So I want to see what these terms bring forth, okay? What type of energy. I got a good amount that I can actually feel comfortable shuffling with. And so let's just see what messages do you have for the collective Most High God that they need to know at this moment. Please take these messages as they resonate. I don't have very many people in here at all right now, but as you guys go back and listen to the message that will be posted after this live ends, hopefully soon, because some reason it takes a long periodical time for me. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's some settings that I need to work on. Okay, someone may be feeling like things are taking a long periodical time for them. Maybe they have to restart the drawing board or reconfigure some things. Okay, uh, but it should be up today after I'm done with the live. Okay, so Most High God, angels, archangels, what are the messages? Ancestors, guides, Most High God, Heavenly Father, what are the messages that you have for the collective, for my collective here on YouTube? What do they need to know? Like I said before, this is here in case you want to donate to the Cash App. And if you look in the description, I do have a Venmo where you can donate to as well. And that is in the description, like I said. Also, my email is there if you would like a personal reading. I do my personals offline. I just prefer to do my personals off live. Sorry, I said offline. So something about offline, being offline, needing to take some time offline. I know I do. I know I do. Um, but also like just going offline. Like maybe you are that type of person that prefers to do readings in person, like the old school. And that's okay. I kind of prefer that too because you get a good grasp of that person's energy whilst reading it, you know. So let's just see, because I do got some new terms here. What are the messages, Most High God, that you have for the collective message? 9 times out of 10, this will go on TikTok too. I've been doing that lately. So if you're from TikTok and you would like to see the lives, I don't have no set time. I don't. I haven't gone live on TikTok in a minute. I think I might do that with these cards. So I might not bring it over. I might just go back over to TikTok. Excuse me, and do a live there as a confirmation. If my child is still asleep by then. So let's just see. Most High God, what are the messages that you have for the collective? What do you need to know at this moment to help assist them body, mind, soul, and spirit? All right, so we have financed. Something was financed. Okay, this could be a car, this could be a home. Someone could have financed somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like people get financed too. Um, Maybe someone was hoping that someone would finance them because we have delusional behind that. So someone's delusional for thinking they would be financed. Okay, all right. Or someone in their delusional state and they're getting financed. I don't know. Okay, because it can work out for you. Okay, What other messages do you have for the collective, Most High God? Like I said, please take what resonates. But what are the messages? All right. We have you couldn't respect the real because you was never real. You couldn't respect the real because you was never real. Yeah, I feel like this person in a delusional state, or this person that was thinking they can get finance, yet they're delusional for thinking that because they could not even respect the real. So they were never a real person. They were a fake individual, a fraudulent individual. They were plotting, scheming. I'm hearing that plotting, scheming. So yeah, plotting and scheming on somebody just for their finances. Okay, let's get one more row. Most High God. What are the messages that you have for the collective? Yeah, we got time for change. There's a time for change in regards to the situation. This person thinking they can be delusional, thinking that you or they will get financed in their delusional state of being, of thinking, of operating in, because they're obviously not operating in a state mm, that gives them the gall to even think that they can be financed by whatever this is. Okay, this could be like someone thinking they could be financed to I don't know, get a new car, but like their credit is like horrible, poopy time, horrible. Like your credit shit, my dear. Why you think you're gonna be able to get a whole new vehicle? But you know what? About that, because I'm gonna tell her I got a testimony with that, because it can work out. That's how I said before, it can work out. So like this person's delusional normally works out for them, but God is that element, right? God grants the blessing of that delusion being granted. I'm a I'm a I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna get to my testimony. Back in 2017, I was working at a job and I needed a car. I was taking a bus, I was doing Ubering to and from work. It was like $200 a week, like on top of lunch. Babe, I was spending a fortune just to get to work. So I was like, okay, let me eliminate some of my expenses by taking a bus. Like a bitch was taking a bus. I was doing everything I had to do to get that job, to the point where what separated me from that job, because God was telling me to move from the job. I didn't like how they operated. They were real shady in their dealings with people's card information, and that's neither here nor there. But God was telling me to move from that job. I was like, it's a job. I've been here. I don't want to move. I've never had a long standing job like this. This is my longest standing job. So if you feel me on that, put your hands up in the comments, okay? Because yeah, I was trying to keep it until I had to get a root canal. I can't talk on no damn phone with a hurt mouth. It was so bad I couldn't breathe without pain. I couldn't sleep. I had sleepless nights, blood pressure through the roof because I'm in pain. Like it was all bad, to the point where I couldn't even get FMLA. So that's why I had to leave. I had to leave because I knew it was about to fire me because I missed too many days. So I left that job. My tooth situation got taken care of, but I left the job. And my friend from that job, she was like, I left too. This is a place that I got hired at. See if they boo 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 boo. So I went. I got hired for like a new program. It was temporary. But if I did well enough, they would hire me on. Turns out I'm just not suitable for sales. I'm just not suitable for sales. And that's okay. I'm more informative, I'm more customer service oriented. So, and need I mention, like, I was dealing with my ex at the time. But when I started that job, by that time I had got my license. Yes, I got my license late. By that time I had gotten my license when I started the job. Then, like, I don't know, like a month into the job, technically out of the training portion for the temporary position, um, I was like, I'm just gonna go sit at the dealership and see if I can get the car I want. I'm just gonna go for it. Just gonna go for it. I'm gonna sit there. Hey, I have a job. It's temporary, but I need a car to get to and fro. Ubering is too much. Like, what can you guys do for me? All right, boom. You don't really have enough credit, so you need a cosigner, right? Someone's trying to get financed to get that car. Someone may need a cosigner to get that car. Okay. Mm, I was like, oh, I don't really have that many people. Like, da 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 da. My ex best friend, she was like, oh, you could try. You could try. I tried her. All I could get was a van. No shade to her because we were both in the same position with our credits. No shade to her on that. But I said no. I'm not trying to get a van. Like I don't feel. I didn't at that time because I just got my license. I did not feel comfortable with big body vehicles. I still sort of don't. I'm a small person. I'm a big small person. So me in large body vehicles at that time, no baby. So it was like maybe like the second day I sat there for hours and like my brother was like, yeah, I'll do it. Now, granted, I got a whole lesson off of this. I did. I got a whole lesson off of this. I squandered it. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is, I sat there and I waited, and I waited on God. He came through. He's like, how long you gonna wait and see if I'm gonna do it? I waited, and he came through. My brother, my brother came down. He was like, yeah, I'll co-sign, da 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 da, boom. Well, the salesman liked my brother so much for sticking his neck out for me in regards to the car situation. I have a heavy heart on that for my I'll continue the story. If y'all want the story, y'all let me know, okay? Y'all gotta interact with me if y'all want the story. If not, y'all ain't gonna get it. When y'all press me for the story, then y'all get it. So not only did I get a brand new car, my brother got a brand new car and a job opportunity at the dealership. So being in delusion is not all bad, but you have to like be in delusion and on one accord with God. If you're just out here being in delusion, the devil can get you. The the plotters and the schemers can get you to the point where you it's going to take some years to recover. You can also squander the blessings that God gives you while you're operating in delusion. That goes into that story that y'all got to show for that you wanted. Okay. But to continue on, we have without me, you wouldn't be possible. Eve Jean. Without me, you wouldn't be possible. Eve Jean. Oh, you can see that. See it that way. There we go. Eve Jean. Okay. So I feel like yeah, somebody is in delusion, thinking like, oh, I can do this without you. Da 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 da. Da. It's like, without me, you wouldn't be possible. Eve Jean, baby. Let's get this last one. Last one for the collective from this deck. Most High God. That's a lot. We're gonna take you because you were the closest. The karmics have no purpose. The karmics have no purpose. And I feel like it's like at this point in time, all right, because they did serve a purpose. So take that how it resonates. They did serve a purpose along the journey. But at this point in time, especially in the future, the karmics are going to have no purpose. They now have no purpose once in the future. Because we got finance, time for change. So someone could have been giving somebody literally all they change, all their money, financing them in the past, currently in delusion. You would be without me, you wouldn't be possible. You know? Like ain't nobody coming to see you owe this energy, right? Two, in the future, you couldn't respect the real because you was never real. I feel like somebody is realizing they were in a world of delusion thinking that this person like they needed this person, but really that person needed them type of energy. You couldn't respect the real because you was never real. You was a never real individual. And that's a note to these karmics. They don't have no purpose. They not real. They don't have no purpose in your life. Exit. All right. The bottom of the deck, we have military cloak. So there's some type of cloaking that someone's doing. They could be cloaking their energy within your energy because I've been hearing that in Tarot Man too. So that's just some information. But I feel like someone may be trying to almost step into your energy as if they're you, but they're not. Like kind of like that copycat energy there. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have giants are real. They are real. Them motherfuckers are real. What's crazy is when I was younger, um, the street I grew up on, like my brother had like a few friends on the street. So one of the friends we would go and spend the night, especially during the summer months. We would spend the night sometimes. So one night it was like it was really loud. Like I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were doing construction or what, but it was so loud and I don't, I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I said it. I think my brother and his friend was messing with me. And they were like, "Oh, that's giants," and da 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 da. I was like, "Oh, yeah, those are actually really giants." I said that. And I'm not even like 10 years old at the time. I'm like, how old was I at the time? I'm like 6 or 7 years old saying that. Okay. So do know the truth comes out of the mouth of babes. It really does. And those that are divine messengers. All right. So let's get some clarification with the Panther Oracle. I'm gonna make this really short. That way, like it uploads pretty fast because YouTube be taking a long periodical time to upload my lives. But I just wanted to see what these cards, what these cards messages would bring, and I like it so far. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Thank you, ancestors and guides, because some of these terms or some of these cards just literally came out. I'm doing dishes and I get one. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Let me write that down. Uh, so I feel like you guys may actually be getting downloads too that you guys might want to write down. You could do the same if you're new and you don't really have like the decks or the money for the decks. You can go ahead and create your own. Use your creativity. Okay. All right. Most High God. Let's get some clarification here for the collective. Why is financed here? Why is financed here? We have imagination, variety, fantasy, and mind. I feel like someone like in their mind, they're financed. In their mind, they should be financed. That like this is a fantasy that they're having in regards to oh, I'm going to be financed. It's going to be okay. Um, this can even be like manifestations, right? So someone's manifestations was for them to be financed, but it may not be panning out that way. And that's okay too, because sometimes some manifestations are going to come when you want them, they're going to come when you need them. So take that as a lesson too when you're manifesting. Why is delusional here? Mm. All right, on delusional, we have illness, disease, weakness, fragility. Someone could be, so this could be like literally someone having a sick mind in their delusions. Okay. Or these are some things that people can be saying about you, taking how it resonates. The numbers 63 and 35 are significant so far. 9 and 8. Okay. Let's have some clarification on you couldn't respect the real because you was never real. It's a lot that came out, but we have aid and save. Aid talks about mercy, charity, kindness. So you could have been giving kindness to this person, or this person could have been giving kindness to you, saving up their coins to perseverance, collection, meanness, or seeming mean, seeming like they're not willing to give, holding back. But this person is doing this in order to help aid, or was past tense was doing this to help aid someone, but this person wasn't real. It's like now you recognize what's real. Now that you're out of that delusion energy, time for change, commitment, binding, obstruction, contract. So there's a time for change with a contract. Okay, someone could have been binding somebody to them. This could be, you know, spell work, witchcraft, all of that. Um, but there's a time for it to change. It's going to change. I just did a message with Oya. Please go back and listen to that message with Oya talking about the winds of change. Yeah, things are changing up. All right. So someone's fighting a commitment or fighting their way to a commitment, some type of fighting to get out of a contract, some type of contract could be romantic, could be business, some way, shape, or form. Okay. 34, 7, and these numbers here. Aid is 17, so that's 8 again. Saving is 49. 4, 13 and 4 pops up there. Okay, let's clarify. Without me, you wouldn't be possible. Eve Jean. Why is this here, most I got? Yeah, we got self-love, self-concern, self-healing, independence. Okay? Without me, you wouldn't be possible. It's like, yeah, I love myself to the point where I know that without me, you wouldn't even be. You wouldn't even be. You wouldn't even be. With the Eve gene, do your research on the Eve gene. I'm not going to go too much into it, but do your research. It comes from the mitochondria of a African native woman, to be specific. The number for this is 43. So we got a mirrored number here, 34 and 43 mirrored numbers. Okay, 7, 7. Natural disaster came out with that. Then I just talk about Oya. Winds of change, risk, frustration, survive. Yeah, we don't talk about how the storms that the Eve gene carriers have to go through to survive. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about that enough. We don't. Hence why Oya came up, because Oya was like, okay, well, I'm finna those storms that happened like a few, not even like a few weeks ago, like a week or and a half ago, something of the sort. We're getting into the summer months pretty soon here, so be prepared for hurricane season. That's all I gotta say. Be prepared for hurricane season. There's gonna be floods. There's gonna be a lot. Excuse me, confirmation burp. All right, so let's get the last clarification here on the karmics now have no purpose. The karmics now have no purpose. This could be future tense because their purpose was for the divine ones to grow and learn. And their purpose is also to grow and learn. But as far as the divines, they phased out of the divine one's purpose. They're no longer needed. Not for the divine ones, but for themselves, yes. Yeah, a trap, victim, allure, trick. That's why these karmics no longer have a purpose. They can't do that anymore. They were tricking if you got it, right? Trying to trap somebody for aid, for money, for survival. And it's like, can you not even, I feel like they were just stuck in the illusion of, oh well, you have to help me. Oh well, but like they weren't doing anything to contribute. I understand if they put effort, but they didn't put effort. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have merit making, goodness, humanness. That's what is that a word? Morality. Yeah, I feel like this is what this this energy that was trying to get, just being stuck in their delusion and their illness, okay, whatever illness there was, they could actually have some type of illness, but they're telling themselves they don't, instead of actually seeking medical attention in order to see what's actually going on. You can, that's that pride thing too, and I know a lot of people, a lot of brown melanated people, various shades, don't really like to go to the doctors. Do it. If you feel like something is wrong, if you feel like something is wrong, please go and do it. Depending on what it is, you could be an inch away from death. That close. So you might want to go. Okay? All right. The number 64 can be significant. That breaks down to 10. And 78 can be significant as well. A military cloak could be overloaded. With obligation, overwhelmed. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of mask going on. There's a lot of mask falling. There's a lot of mask falling. I guess with this person feeling overloaded, they can't handle the pressure, and they're quaking underneath the pressure. Okay, the pressure. I know you feel. That's Janae pressure. Pressure will make you feel, and it'll also show you who's real, who can handle the pressure. All right. So that's what I have for you guys with the new cards. If you guys do like this, go ahead and hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe. Okay. And also if you would like to donate, here's the Cash App. All right. Remember, we are forever blooming, and I love you guys. Until the next time, peace.